moves? Where's the stats? I never want to hear that combination of words ever again.
You can't even hear me.
By God, we made it. Let's go back to the Honeyverse booth though. It was like sardine. You guys ready to talk about anime? Because I'm ready to talk about anime. Here's Pop-Pop. We're starting here today. My voice is very quiet because I don't want to wake the dogs. We're back here. Even though that vlog got scrapped because that was when I was in my vlog trial period era. Can't talk. I haven't done my hair yet today because I don't have to go out for a little while and it's raining. So I might not even do my hair because I'm going to get my hair done today. It's Wednesday, December 4th. So technically day 4 of Vlogmas, which this has gone not the greatest. I did have my mental breakdown moment periodically last night. The only thing that got me out of my funk, guaranteed way to get out of a funk, by the way, but it is risky. It is risky because it's it's not reliable. One of my favorite bands announced that they're touring next year, and it's like one of like the top like 3 to 5 artists that I like need to see live in this lifetime, you know? Like I think everyone should have a list of artists like this. I saw one this year, which was Friday Pilots Club. I was going to see a second one, but it was for an artist called Mothica, and she had to cancel her tour earlier this year for health-related reasons, so obviously understandable. I hope she's doing well, but that is like, she's on my list for next year now. I will be back. But another artist on that list was a band called Chase Petra, and they just announced their tour for next year, and they're coming to Austin, so I'm very, very excited. That got me out of my funk. I don't know if I'm gonna get pre-sale just because I'm kind of hesitant to order or buy concert tickets super in advance because I never know what my schedule's gonna look like. But yeah, oh, that was what I wanted to do. Spotify Wrapped came out today, finally. People have been going crazy for the last couple of days waiting for it to come out, but it finally came out. I think we're gonna do it right here. Should I record my screen? Maybe we could record my screen. Let's do that. Let's do Wrapped. I'm not gonna show all of it because it's probably not even that crazy, but like I'll record my screen so I have it to add to this footage, because why not? This is really long. I'm also not listening to a sound. Life moves, where's the stats? That's the thing, my thing. 4,000 songs, okay. I feel like I could have done better. Like, you know, I feel like I could have done better. What was my most replayed? Oh, it was the Hollow Justice song. Okay, you know what? I did listen to that on repeat for like 2 days straight. That makes a lot of sense. But also that's kind of embarrassing, but also it slaps. So like 78 times. Yeah, I think I just listened to it for like 2 days straight. Get on my level though. I feel like it would have been something different. There's a leaderboard. I love leaderboards. I'm competitive. It's a lot. This is like the funniest. This is the funniest list I think I've ever seen. It's like too much anime. They all kind of slap though. Is Spotify gonna judge me? 2024 Music Evolution. This is a new one. I think it's judging me. Oh yeah, we start in December to April. Wait, what is going on? This one's weird. This is like a weird one this year. April was your indie sleaze alt-z dark pop phase. I never want to hear that combination of words ever again, actually. This makes sense though. Like it makes sense. I just hate that this is what genres have come to. This is what we've come to with describing genres. I feel like last year was more fun. June, I guess I listened to did I listen to a lot of K-pop in June? I don't think I did. What came out in June that I was like repeating? Cause like, yeah, I'll give you that. I listened to a lot of, like these were probably the main artists K-pop wise I listened to. LE SSERAFIM, aespa, is it aespa? I have no idea how to say it. I never properly learned. That makes sense, I guess though. Did Perfect Night come out in June or around there? Cause that might've been the kicker. What about August? I'm too tired for this and like congested. August was a lot of lo-fi, I will give them that. It's just telling me things I know. Like before it's like, I feel like it told you like your top stuff. The thing with League of Legends being on the lo-fi section though, that's just because I use it for videos. And so I literally just get like, how I decide what lo-fi song goes where when I'm using like lo-fi background music is I just shuffle the playlist on Spotify. It's not that deep. So I like the fact that lo-fi was like, I did listen to a lot of lo-fi in August, but I feel like 1,700 artists is lower than my usual. I feel like it's lower than usual. I hope it's not just like, I hope it doesn't just tell me like, oh yeah, your top artist was Hololive because you listened to their one song on repeat. Because I feel like that we could do better. I'm not surprised. Friday Pilots Club, leading up to the concert and then like every couple of days since I went to their concert back in September, I have listened to them on repeat nonstop. I have, because I miss them. That concert was so good. It's one of the best concerts I've ever been to, I think. And I miss them. Friday Pilots Club. There's no way you're watching this, but please come back to Austin, please. Hell, I'd go out to Dallas for y'all. I almost did the first time they came to Texas because they went to Dallas, but I had a final that day. I'm not surprised though. I am totally not surprised they're my top artist. Longest listening streak was 13 days. I'm not surprised. Full stop, I'm not surprised because like I said, before the tour stop in Austin, I listened to them for like a week straight because that was all I could think about. And then every couple of, like at least once a week since, I just have to put them on repeat because I miss them so much. It was such a good show. That was such a good time. I wish that my phone wasn't dead so I could have videoed it. I'm a top 0.5% fan. Do I get clout for that? I am an overachiever. You know, I am an overachiever. You're right about that. What are my other artists? I feel like it's gonna be like a lot of anime. I just hope it's not like the lo-fi stuff shoved in there. This isn't that weird. I feel like this is okay. Obviously, I did just bring up Mothika, so not surprised she's on there because I was gearing up for her concert as well. League being on here, I feel like me using the League lo-fi tracks skewed this heavy. Hoyo Mix, I could see that being on there, especially because No Ceiling was released this year and that slapped as well. RDO is another band that I like, so that makes sense. This all makes sense. I think it's RDO, it might be RTL, I have no idea, but that's another band I like, so that doesn't surprise me because I really started listening to them this year. Like I went through their entire discography this year sort of thing. Is that it? I do have to say the graphics are not as fun this year. They're kind of boring. So that was it. Yeah, 40,000 minutes listened. I feel like that's lower than usual. I feel like before I've had like in the 60,000s. That's definitely lower than usual. What did I do this year? I did a lot more traveling this year, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. That could be. A lot more traveling. What else would I have done? A lot more reading. Reading might have done it. I listened to a lot more audiobooks this year. That's probably why my minutes listened is much lower. The other like 20 to 30,000 was in audiobooks, I think. That makes more sense. Okay, that evens out. Yeah, it really is kind of just like rock adjacent artists and anime music. That's kind of the whole thing. Like that makes total sense. That's my music taste, like that makes sense. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I need to pick an image now to share on social media. I think this is the first year that I'm not like embarrassed by my Spotify Wrapped. I do think that League of Legends heavily skewed it though. Oh, I also, the Arcane soundtrack, season 2 soundtrack. I listened to that a lot earlier. Yeah. There's certain things that it's like, oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, yep. The art that they did this year is ugly. I'm gonna be so real. I can't find one that I like actually enjoy. I guess we'll do this like blue one. Can I just save the image? Download, thank you. Yippee. The blue and the pink one kind of works. That's my colors. We'll go with that one. That was fun. That was a fun time. I don't know how good you can see the color. I am dying, allergies wise, but hair, she's fixed. Not like fixed, but like fixed, you know? I feel dead and I'm starving. I am starving. It's almost 5. I was driving for like an hour. Because usually my hairdresser is only half an hour, 20 minutes from me, but I'm half an hour, 20 minutes from that. Do you see the dilemma? I'm gonna figure out something to eat. This might be the last time I pick up the camera. We may end the vlog tomorrow, I'm not sure, because tomorrow's packing day. The apartment situation is not looking good, by the way. Since I've last spoken to you, they are cutting out more drywall. Isn't that fun? This is horrible lighting. I need to eat something. I'm gonna pass out. Good night, probably. You can't even hear me. Like, I'm sorry. This is more than just a bubble in the wall. Vlog. I'm so So what day is it? It is currently, hold on, let me clear out all my notifications, except I should probably keep the Uber one on there. It's 8:01 on Friday, December 6th. Yeah, it's Anime Frontier Day 1, yay! I need to turn this straightener on so bad. I don't have anything to put it on, so I have to hold it. Well, oh god, wait, how do I do this? The background behind me is blurred. If this is your first time tuning in, my apartment flooded a few days ago. Actually, more like a week ago at this point. So my apartment is a mess. My bathroom mirror is in my living room. I'm currently looking at it. So we're doing our hair here. Luckily I have a power outlet over here so I can just like sit here and do it, but that light back there died. I can't get it, it goes on periodically and it's not on. So we have no light. I'm probably just gonna blur out the entire background because, oh, see, it turned on, see? I don't know what's wrong with it. I actually am kind of screwed now because let's hope this doesn't burn. Let's hope that this makeshift bag doesn't burn. I usually put it on my bathroom counter, but there's currently no walls in my bathroom. So you can see the dilemma here. This mirror placement is horrible because it's like everything's glaring on it, so I can't see anything. But my Uber is coming to pick me up to go to the train station in a little bit, like 40 minutes, less than 40 minutes now, and I have to finish fixing my hair as best as I can. And I'm honestly, truly, I might try to fix it when I get to my hotel, like real quick, because I will have a little bit of time. I have vanilla cappuccino. Nothing is in here except vanilla cappuccino. So yeah, this is going to be so cursed. They like chipped my mirror. Are they gonna fix that? I'm just looking at the top. This is the closest I've gotten to it since they removed it. So I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. It is Anime Frontier Vlog and Vlogmas at the same time. Wow, there's so many things happening. I am gonna be wearing a jacket over this. I still need to put my jewelry on, but the fit is this pink turtleneck, which is I feel like it shows up very see-through on this camera, but we're gonna deal with that. We're gonna live. I like lost my train of thought. It's entirely gone. Okay, we have straightener. I can't see in this mirror. Like, it's really bad. I literally can't, like, the glare is so bad, I can't see a thing. I don't know why it's so bad. But in true Hoyoverse fashion, I made a joke about Zenless merch being at Anime Frontier, because I was like, what? I mean, I'm going for Star Rail merch, right? I made a joke about it and was like, nah, there's no way. In true Hoyoverse fashion, they took my words that I immediately said and made me eat them, because they also announced coming soon, as of today, Zenless pop-up merch tour. So, Hoyoverse, I need dates. I'm hoping that by the time this video's out, there's dates, because I will be putting one of them into my schedule. Watch them all be like horrible dates. Like, watch them all be like dates I cannot make work. Like, they all overlap with other events I've already agreed to go to this year. Watch. Yeah, right now the goal is to just make my hair presentable, and then I think I'm gonna have to fix it in the hotel room because I can't see a thing. The glare on this mirror where they put it is so bad, and I can't move it, so. Because also I had to open up one of my windows, like off to the side there, just so I can see, like, so I have light in here, and I don't think it's helping, quite frankly. I think it's making things worse, but it's too late now. I already sat down. Today is, I was gonna say, my least hectic day at the convention, but because I'm like tucking and rolling essentially, like I'm getting there as soon as it starts, after it starts technically. I only have 2 things on my schedule for today, which are the first block of Crunchyroll premieres, which we will then proceed to talk about. Don't worry about it. If we have to do singular day of vlogs for every day of Anime Frontier, so because I'm yapping about new anime releases, so be it. We'll do it that way. Yeah, I'm thinking once I get to my hotel room, I'm gonna have to spruce up my makeup a little bit and fix my hair. But that's like, maybe I can do that in like 10 minutes. And the first thing I'm doing is the Crunchyroll premiere block, and that is not until 5. And I don't even know, I don't have guaranteed seating for that because I don't have like an influencer badge or anything. So yeah. Full transparency, I meant to apply for an influencer badge, but they closed the applications in like August for a December con. I've never heard of that. I have never heard of a con doing that. So I obviously didn't get a badge because August was still before I figured out, oh, I can go to conventions and not kill over. So here we are. Here we are. So I missed the window for that. So I will be applying next year. Eat your words, Anime Frontier. Eat your heart out. I will be back. I just missed the window this year, so meh. That is if I like the con. I might go and hate it and never go back, so. I might try to go by the Hoyoverse booth today, just so I can get the pompom plushie, and then I'm going back tomorrow, I believe, as well, but I'm not entirely sure on today's plans. Like I said, my first thing isn't until 5, so I do have a little bit of time to kind of like get my bearings together once I get to Fort Worth, which is good. We can do a little hotel room tour moment, especially because I yesterday accidentally found out that the hotel I booked is the same hotel that Loot Fest is happening at, and I am going to Loot Fest, so this should be fun. I meant to get my bangs, like more bangs trimmed when I got my hair done, and it didn't happen, so trust the process, trust the process. One side of bangs. But yeah, tonight my plan tonight, I probably will not upload any videos because my second thing of the day is Wild West Idol Fest. Because I've said this before, I love watching like cover idol performances. I think it's so fun. They're one of my favorite things. So I am going. I hope that I hope I can buy pen lights because I still haven't gotten any. and I need some. So fingers crossed that they'll have those available somewhere for sale. I'm not too sure though. They probably won't. I'm probably not gonna be able to get them. But that is tonight and it doesn't end until like 9:30. So I probably will just crash when I get back to my hotel. That is the current mood. I'm going to finish my coffee while I wait for this to cool down now, because I have to pack it. Whenever I pack my straightener, I just put it in this like makeshift plushie bag. But fingers crossed, I might actually be going back up to Dallas, Fort Worth area next week for something. No, I'm not saying specifics yet because nothing is confirmed. But fingers crossed I can, because like I said, you know that meme that's been going around that's like, what the hell, sure, or like, sure, what the hell. I don't know the exact order, but that's just been my mindset the last like week with my apartment being the state it is. Something came up next week in Dallas, which is a ways away. It's a ways away. It's 3 to 4 hours. 5 if there's really bad traffic. But it came up and I was like, you know what? I don't have a fully live, like my apartment is teetering on the line of being habitable. Like it's really close to not being habitable. If they do anything more to my bathroom, demolition wise, it's no longer going to be habitable. It's that close. It's like a thin line. So something came up possibly for next week, and I literally was just that, I was like, sure, what the hell? Because what else am I supposed to do? I don't have a fully habitable apartment. I might as well go back to Dallas. But yeah, that's where we're currently at. But that other thing next week is very up in the air. If you think you can guess what it is, you might be able to. But I'm like fingers crossed that it actually goes through, because I really don't want to be here. I have no idea where any of the light switches for this room are, but by God, we made it. I look a mess, but if anyone wants to know, hands down the most cursed thing I've ever done while traveling, I forgot my updated ID. So I have like an old ID on my wallet. I put it in my bag last time I traveled and I forgot to take it out and put it back in my wallet. We're cursed. It's cursed. It's cursed. I decided I was gonna walk to my hotel, and there's so much construction going on around here that all the roads are closed. And so I walked around for about half an hour, but finally found the hotel and checked in. And oh my God, I'm so sweaty. I don't even know if I want to go to the con. Also, I saw people in the elevator who had already been to the Holyworks booth, and they capped the line. You cannot get in line anymore. So I don't know what to do. We have things to do. I'm going to get some food. First of all, we're gonna get some food. There's a food court. Crunchyroll Premier Block number 1 is at 5. Idolfest is at 9. We'll figure out the Hoyoverse booth tomorrow. If I don't get my godforsaken pom-pom plushie, I'm rioting. But I made it here, and let's hope that my old ID will get me into the convention. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Also, RIP Sunday, he fell off my phone when I dropped it while I was checking in because I was frazzled because I don't have my ID. So RIP Sunday. This gives me an excuse to buy more Sunday merch from the Artist Alley, especially because I can't get to the Hoyoverse booth anymore. I had to change outfits because it was so warm. But let's go not to the Hoyoverse booth though. There's no like good way to do this. What time is it? I need to show y'all. It is so late. It's 9:51. I've had like nothing to eat today. I had a gluten-free brownie and a large smoothie and a coffee this morning. I feel so sick, but we have stuff to talk about. I thought I was gonna get like no footage inside the actual con venue. This convention, I don't know where there's like a local venue that is bigger than the Fort Worth Convention Center, but I feel like they need a bigger convention center. Either that or they need to split it. Because what Colossal Con Texas did is Vendors Hall and Artist Alley and like other stuff were in 2 separate rooms, and it worked out really well. But the Artist Alley, it was like sardines. I gave up on the Artist Alley. Tomorrow I might go through my timeline and like find specific people either that I follow or that just pop up or like a mutual stuff that I might go buy from. But I did some damage today, and the thing I was talking about at the beginning of this vlog that I don't want to jinx it, so I'm not going to say specifics because I don't think I did this morning. The thing I was talking about next week at the beginning of this vlog that would be bringing me back to Dallas is a go. I got the confirmation for that while I was sitting in the first block of Crunchyroll premieres, which we'll get to in a second. Like, I walked the main floor less than an hour. They capped the Hoyoverse booth after like 20 minutes of being open, and I was able to actually get in there. I was able to get in there in between the Crunchyroll premieres and Idolfest because I was gonna go to a panel in that chunk of time, but it was capped as well. It was the Bang Zoom voice acting audition tips panel. I wanted to go to that one for my own personal growth and development, and it got capped. But to be fair, I was a couple minutes late. I was about 8 minutes late to the thing in general, and there was still a line, like people waiting to get in. I was 8 minutes late because of the Crunchyroll premiere block, so we make do. It's fine though, because I really wanted to go to the audition tips panel because I actually wanted to do the open call for Bang Zoom tomorrow. With my mediocre voice acting, my hair is tangled, it was raining, we're not gonna talk about that. But I did want to do the Bang Zoom thing, but I'm so congested from like having super allergies this entire week that I can't. This is not prime mediocre voice acting conditions, you know? So we're just gonna chill. There's plenty of other things I can go do tomorrow. There's so much happening tomorrow. We'll get to that at the end of this little spiel. But first thing I did was, actually if we're going in proper order, first thing I did was I got my badge. They just give you the badge. They don't give you a lanyard. So this is actually, I talked about this in a previous vlog. I think my grandmother made this, but she also could have just bought it and lied. So I'm not really sure. I'm gonna say she made it though. Cause she just gave, at Thanksgiving, she gave the family little doodads, and this was one of the doodads. And it was probably the best little doodad in the whole box of doodads, cause I use lanyards at conventions. That being said, they did have a table with free lanyards. There is a Anime Frontier lanyard you can buy, but they're, like we went over in the last vlog before everything went there was no free lanyard option, at least on the website. That was a lie. Dark Horse provided free lanyards at a table. I didn't take one at first. I took it on my way out because I didn't know if I could, but I saw enough people walking around with them that I'm like, okay, yeah, this is probably like the proper badge thing. My hair is so tangled, by the way, just because I never properly brushed it after the train, and then it rained. So we're going through it. Thank you, Grandma's lanyard. You will be used again. May she rest in peace for the time being. Let me get this on there. So I never really got a good look at the badge. So we'll get a good look at the badge. Like I said, this was the one I was talking about this in the last like con prep vlog when I bought my badge, is that I kind of wanted to buy the 3-day one because I'm gonna be here all 3 days, more or less. And 2, I like Trigun Stampede. What can I say? I'm predictable. I'm really predictable. Oh my god, I can't get this on. This is Dark Horse. What is wrong with your lanyard that my hands are like shaking? To be fair, I haven't really eaten today, but like I said, I kind of feel sick at this point. So I probably won't have anything. If anything, I might go get like a drink of water or something. But I think the water bottles in here are complimentary. So I'm gonna have another pet liquid IV and knock out after this. But here is the badge. There's no place for name on the front, so I like haven't even filled it out. I don't have a Sharpie with me, so I probably won't. But it's a nice little badge. It'll go in my badge collection monitor corner. Y'all, I'll show it to you when I get back. You've probably seen it in the background of things. I have my like DreamHack badges. But like I said in that previous vlog we did, I pre-ordered Ruckus. Now, this Ruckus was a little over $23. I don't think this is worth, me being a plushie connoisseur, this is not a plushie that is worth $23. I'm gonna say that right now. Is Ruckus freaking adorable? Absolutely. Do I love him? Yes. Will I protect him like my son? Yes. But he was not worth $23. I love him. Anime Frontier and Mochibi. Cutie! There's Ruckus. Let's get a good look at Ruckus, guys. Forget beauty gurus, we have a Ruckus guru. I am so slap happy, by the way. I have so much adrenaline and endorphins. Is that the right word? From Idolfest, which we will talk about. He has a couple little loose threads, but like I said, I will protect him. He's my son. I love him. Thank you, Ruckus. I don't know if it's Mochibi or Infinifan. Maybe it's both. I don't know. There's Ruckus. He's a little bit lopsided, but so am I. So I love him. He is my son. Okay, so that was what I picked up next because the Hoyoverse booth was at max capacity. And then I did try to go through the artist alley. There was so much people and things happening, I got overstimulated very quickly. So I bought one thing, and it was this car air freshener. I don't know if these are really common in other states, but in Texas you have these like, they called them at the booth, and they didn't have a business card, so I will pop up their like QR codes and stuff here. They also had little rugs, which I had to stop myself from buying a rug because right now my apartment is flooded, so the last thing I want is carpet. The last thing I want is more carpet. It's not flooded anymore. Actually, I do have an update on that I'll get to in a second, but this is really common in Texas, these air fresheners that are like made with like these little beads, and I always get them at like my local craft fair. But in the last like 6 months, the local craft fair has gone from like cute little, I would get Squishmallow shaped ones because I'm a plushie connoisseur. I love Squishmallows. My last one that I got like over 6 months ago now was a Hello Kitty Squishmallow, and it's still hanging in my car because for the life of me, whenever I go to the local craft fair, they're all ugly. They're all like Pinterest mom aesthetic, and I hate it. But like with that little southern drawl aspect, I hate it so much. And I need a new one so bad. Mine died like 6 months ago. I got Totoro. It smells like rain. I don't really know what it smells like. I don't care. I like the smell of rain, and it's Totoro, so I don't care. Because a lot of these scents that they have, like there's like strawberry leather, I think is one of the really common ones here. It sucks. So I've never really seen a rain scented one, and I like water scents. So it just like, I like fresh scents, so that's good. So that's gonna stay in its package. I will give you guys an update when I'm not as congested and put it in my car when I get home, because if you open it, like it starts to lose the scent a little bit. So I'm gonna keep that in its bag until I get home. Also, happy birthday, Kiana Caslana, you will always be famous. I just got the Twitter notifications and I forgot it's her birthday. So we're celebrating Kiana's birthday how we should at an anime convention. Maybe I'll go through Artist Alley tomorrow and try to find something that's Kiana or close enough. Maybe like a really good, any of the Raiden variants, any of the Mei variants, anything that's really pretty, because that's what Kiana would want. A really pretty Mei fan art. Do it for her. But that was Artist Alley. I gave up after that. I couldn't. It was too packed. I don't know how you're gonna fix it, but they need to expand the space for Artist Alley next year. Like, I don't think, because I literally, if you were in like, had some sort of mobility aid, I don't think you could get through that Artist Alley. It was bad. It was probably the worst, but also quite possibly the best Artist Alley I've ever seen, because there was so many artists, and I feel like that's why the space thing became an issue, because there was so many artists. I wanted to like buy from everyone, so I had like decision paralysis. I couldn't choose anything, but I knew I needed one of these, so I was just like, fine, Totoro, sure, what the hell. I like Raid, I like Totoro. So that was the thought process on that. I'm not even gonna lie. So we got Totoro, and then I couldn't. I had to leave. Like there were so many good artists, and obviously there's not a bad artist as long as you're not using AI to make your art. You're a good artist. But it was just So I would like to give it another shot tomorrow, maybe in the evening, because around dinner time the convention kind of started to mellow out. I don't know post dinner time, because like I left the convention at 9:30, obviously, because that's when Idolfest ended. But anyways, then I went to the we can talk about anime now. Are you guys ready to talk about anime? Because I'm ready to talk about anime. I don't have a ton to say, because also I don't want to spoil any of these shows, but what they're doing every single day at Anime Frontier this year is, I don't know if they did this in previous years because this is my first time attending, but every single day they're doing these Crunchyroll premiere screening blocks. So today they showed 3 episodes of shows coming out next year, and tomorrow I think it's 2, and Sunday I think it's 2. I do plan on going to every single day, so long as I can get seating, because there was certain, like I said, there was a panel I tried to go to, the Bang Zoom one, that was at capacity and had a line, like a long line outside of people waiting to get in. Part of me thinks that might have been because of the voice actors doing it. I think they had voice actors paneling for that, which is totally understandable. I totally understand like wanting to see your favorite voice actor like do this panel, which totally understandable. It's fine. I'm not mad that I didn't get to see it because that was actually how I got Pom-Pom. We'll get to Pom-Pom in a second, but I do want to pull up the listing in the schedule for the Crunchyroll premiere round 1 because some of these shows, one in particular, has a really long title and I don't know all the words. Okay, so they were not in order on here, but the first one they showed was, I'm gonna say the whole title that is listed on the app, just so you guys can get the full experience. All right, bogus skill, brackets, fruit master, and brackets. What is that called? Tilde. About that time, I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits, parentheses, that kills you, close parentheses, the other tilde. That is the full title as written in the app. And yes, the guy announcing everything for the panel said it in a completely monotone, flat voice, and it was the funniest thing I've heard. It was the funniest thing I'd heard at that point in the day. Luckily, the shows were funnier, which the monotone announcing was pretty funny. So that was the first one they showed. I thought it was gonna be an isekai. It's not an isekai. And I have no idea if any of these have mangas that they're being adapted from. I would assume that Fruit Master is being adapted from like a light novel or something because it has that really long title. But the first episode made me concerned, just to not give spoilers, made me concerned it was gonna have pacing issues because it felt like it was going really fast. But essentially the first episode is mainly kind of just there as a prologue to set up the entire series. And it ends on like this cliffhanger because this man loves his wannabe girlfriend. He loves her so much. I wouldn't go with full send on saying he's a simp, but like it's there, and I love him. But it was funny. There's like a little like Anya-esque character a la Spy Family that it's not like a direct copy, not at all. Not saying that, but she has like the same vibe, and she's so fun to the point where people were like copying her lines during the screening. So fun to watch anime with a large group of people. I haven't done that in years, and oh my god, it sparked something in my brain. This was probably the one I was least interested in of all of them on the list, and now it's probably one of the ones I am most interested in. It was so good. And the first episode ends on like a really good cliffhanger, and it kind of sets up the entire rest of the series really, really well. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I hope they kind of keep the momentum going next year. Really liked it. I actually do recommend the funny Fruit Master anime. It's good. After that, they showed Aquarian Myth of Emotions, which is, I didn't know this going into it because I went into pretty much all of this blind because the thing was, I wasn't initially planning on going to Anime Frontier. I was convinced last minute, here we are. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be there, I might as well cover some anime. Like, we might as well get something out of this. So Aquarian, that one was basically the second installment, but also a new start for the series. So if you hadn't watched the prior installment of this anime series, you can start with Myth of Emotions and not be entirely confused. I do think having that background, after watching episode 1, I do think having that background helps, which I don't have. So I actually might go back and try to find where I can watch this Myth of Emotions, because trying to find old anime to watch nowadays is like pulling teeth. As somebody who has gone through, I've had a Crunchyroll account for like 15 years. I made it like in 2007, I think. So like, as someone who's just seen the rise of anime, quite literally, it's so hard to find older ones. Like, some of my favorite old anime I can't find anymore. I didn't even know people were still watching Number 6, and where are you guys watching Number 6? Because I don't think it's on Crunchyroll anymore. I'm pretty sure I watched it on Crunchyroll. It's not there anymore. I don't know where y'all are watching it, but it's one of my favorites. If you have not seen Number 6, it's like one season. It's so good. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Myth of Emotions. The thing with Myth of Emotions is that it opens with a major character death. I don't think that's spoilers. I'm not gonna say what happens with that major character death because that would be spoilers, but the style is, it's like, this is 2D dynamic style. It's really different, really cool. I've definitely seen other stuff done in this style, but I really like the 2D style. I can't say the same for a 3D style. And this is coming from somebody who does 3D VTubing. So I know it probably sounds hypocritical right off the bat, but hear me out. About 50% of the 3D animation, because they use CG and like regular 2D, I'm pretty sure. The 2D is amazing. I love the 2D animation. It's so good. It's stylized. It's really good. The 3D animation, however, is only good about 50% of the time because they use 3D CG for some of the backgrounds. It's very obvious. And the ones that are really good are these like colorful, stylized backgrounds that look like, you can't even tell, it's like, it looks more like a painting than 3D CG. But like, if you look close enough and know what you're looking for, it's definitely, at least I think it's done in 3D. So those were really good. There was some later scenes, the later mech scenes, because it is a mecha anime. The later scenes with the mechs are fine. They're pretty good. I would say it's on par with like, not early RWBY, but also not like late RWBY, somewhere in the middle. But then there's like these training sims they have to do, and those are done entirely in 3D CG, and they look really bad. Granted, it's a simulation, so okay, it's supposed to be like a video game level sort of thing, but they don't look good. Bestie, they don't look good. And that being a little bit harsh, but my first reaction to seeing it on the big screen was like, oh my god, who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? And it's unfortunate because I really like the story. I thought this was also suffering from the pacing issue conundrum at the beginning, because they were going really fast. They weren't really explaining things. But again, the same thing that Fruitmaster did, it really was just a good prologue setup for the rest of the series. Like, they also end it on like a cliffhanger. I'm not gonna say specifics, but it's like ended in a really good spot to set up episode 2. So I look forward to that. And also they showed a little bit of the opening as well as the ending for this anime. The opening had, I don't think it was finalized when I saw it, but it had this really pretty art that I'm assuming is either a homage or original art from the previous rendition of the series. I would love to look into that. I'm definitely gonna look into that when I get home, especially because I want to do more of the video I did for Arcane Season 2 Act 1. I want to, first of all, finish Arcane when I get back. And 2, I want to do that for different and more anime series. So if I could find the original Aquarian anime, I probably will do something very similar with that, just to kind of dive into it, because I do want to start covering more anime again. I did really early on in YouTube's, but I would like to start doing it again because it's fun. You know, it's fun. But yeah, mixed opinions on Myth of Emotions. I do want to watch it, but I don't think, like, the story is good enough for me to want to watch it, and I really like the 2D stuff for me to want to watch it, but the 3D, some of it is like laughably funny. I'm just hoping we don't get any more simulation stuff going into the later episodes, because oh my god, it wasn't good. The opening was really good though. I was in shock when they first played it. The closing, there was no art, it was just the song. The closing was really fun. And that was actually, because there was no art, I actually checked my phone at that point in time, because a lot of people were checking their phones at that point in time, because it was just like the credits on screen. And that was when I got email confirmation of the thing next week. So that was the timeline for that. And then the last one they showed was definitely, it was very fan service heavy. It was very fan service heavy, but they knew what they were doing with it. I know, I think I might butcher this name just because I'm still so congested from allergies and I like can't speak properly. So if I butcher the name, it's because of that, I swear. Madako Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms. It is a romance anime. It is so heavy on the fan service, but it knows what it's doing to the point where it was like funny, you know? It was like kind of funny. Like, I don't think, it was very unserious. I don't think anyone's watching this seriously, and I think we need more unserious romance anime because that's the best way to watch it. And you know, I was kind of rooting for the couple at the end. It was kind of an interesting take. I don't want to say, I don't want to spoil anything, because when it first started, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this. And then the longer the episode went on, I was like, oh, I like this. It feels like a very like old school anime, to the point where it even had like the like transition title cards halfway through the episode. I haven't seen that in years. I was so excited when I saw it. Very fun, very campy. It was good. I'm not gonna lie. As somebody who usually doesn't lean towards rom-coms, I could see myself actually continuing this, surprisingly. Definitely would probably get you demonetized on YouTube. But hey, I have been looking at Patreon and stuff like that. So maybe. It was really cute though. I actually would watch it again. All the anime they showed today was really good, quite frankly. And whenever they do release them next year, watch them. They were all good. So that was the Crunchyroll premiere round. After that, I tried to get into the actual name of the panel was How to Audition Tips and Tricks put on by Bang Zoom. It was fully capped, like I said. So I went back downstairs. It was like, okay, I'm gonna see if I could get into the Hoyoverse booth. Why not? And I did. So, you might think I bought a lot of stuff. I didn't, actually. I bought the pom-pom plushie set. That was his outfit. Pom-pom plushie set. I don't think I'm gonna be able to bring these boxes home with me. I brought my like full-size suitcase so I would have room. No, bestie, it's not happening because it doesn't even fit in the bag. Anyways, here's Pom-pom. So we're gonna unbox Pom-pom and put him together right now because I want to. Also because I need to like gauge how much room I have in my suitcase, because it's bad. It's really bad. So we're unboxing. Oh my god, I can't get this open. I'm like about to lose a nail, by the way. Every time I travel, I lose a nail. So I'm really hoping I don't, because my nails have grown out a super amount underneath these, and I actually want to get them taken off after next week. So, oh wait, if I'm going to, oh. if I'm going to that thing next week, oh wait, no, I have to get my nails redone, and then like 4 days I'm gonna be at home. Dear God, okay, never mind. That'll be a New Year's thing. January, we're gonna reset the nails. We're gonna take a little breather with the nails, even though I have another convention in January. Listen, I love what I do, but oh my God, I need to chill. I have no way to open this. All right, give me a second. Give me a second. Hello, I've returned. We're using my keys. Everyone always, this is all that it's on my keys. People laugh at me when they see my keys, but this is a weapon in and of itself. One thing I will say about Anime Frontier, they were not checking bags at all, by the way. So that is a big red flag. They definitely probably should have been checking bags. Definitely should be checking bags. So red flag, Anime Frontier. I'm still going back next year. They actually announced the dates. At least at the main stage, they said next year it's... I took a picture and I was gonna tweet it, but then I forgot. So what are the I have a picture of the dates. I'll like pop it on screen, but I like forget what they were, so I need to like look at my photos. All the vlogging I did today was on my phone, but I did vlog, so that's all that matters. It is the December 12th through the 14th. So the 12th, 13th, and 14th of 2025, we will be back. Anime Frontier, eat your heart out. I'm applying to be an influencer creator next year. Although I didn't see too many people walking around with like creator badges, so I don't even know if they like took anyone, quite frankly. But those are the dates for next year. And now that we've opened Pom-Pom, is there any more sticky? No, okay, thank you, Hoyoverse, for not doing any more sticky. We're gonna have to do this again with his clothes, but Pom-Pom is stuck in here. Oh, guys. Why did they zip tie my little guy? Why did they zip tie him down? I can't get him out. I can't get him out. Okay, you know what? Maybe we are going to have to smush your Pom-Pom. I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to smush Pom-Pom's ears out of here, I think. Don't tell me his neck is tied down. Don't tell me. No, his neck is tied down. Oh my God, they tied down his neck. But boy, I don't have a scissor. I don't travel with scissors. I'm sorry. Hoyoverse, how could you do this to me? How could you do this to me, Hoyoverse? I can't travel with him. I mean, I guess I could put him in my suitcase like this, but this is, what am I supposed to do with this clothes? Can my key cut through a zip tie? How do you get through a zip tie? They're not like super on there either. What was the, I don't have a nail, oh my God, I forgot to pack a nail clipper. Yeah, no, my key is not getting through this. Guys, it's over. It's so over. My battery's dying as well. It's so over. I can't believe they did this to my boy. They tied down my boy. Pom-Pom's not even a boy. The creature. Okay, I got one ear out. I don't know. Oh my God, it's so floppy. It's so floppy. I love them. I got one ear out. I don't think we're gonna be able to get their neck out, but we'll try. I don't need to bring this home. The box I kind of want to bring home. Oh my God, they're so floppy. I see why they had to be, Pom-Pom's ears had to be contained. Look at this. Actually, I think I could get Pom-Pom. Okay, you know what? Because Pom-Pom's body is so tiny, they can like, whoop, you know? Okay, all right, Pom-Pom is free. Pom-Pom is free. My creature, the creature is free from containment. This is a good plushie though, good little guy. I'm afraid about the ears, like breaking, quite frankly, but it felt like before, there's like some metal here, so I think that's actually probably to keep the ears in good health, if you will. But we also have, oh, there's more in here actually. There is a big silica gel packet and then just this pom-pom. I don't know what that is. Like this silica gel packet, that's a big weighty packet. I don't think I'm gonna bring the boxes home, quite frankly. I don't think I can. Is this a sticker? It might be a sticker. I'm not really sure. Stop focusing on my face. It might be a sticker. I'm not sure. We'll keep that though. We also got, because I bought the set and I had no idea what I was buying when I bought it. I was just like, pom-pom plushie. Plushie me up. I obviously didn't say it like that, but it looks like we have a special little neck thing. Pom-pom's hat, Pom-pom's jacket, and I have no idea what this is. Oh my God, everything is tied down with zip ties. This is a sick cruel joke. I don't think this is gonna work. Because the rest of the stuff that's tied down, like this thing here, this doesn't Velcro or anything. It's just stuck in there. So that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I don't know how I'm gonna get that off, unless maybe I have half a mind to tomorrow when I'm like awake and cognizant again, to go down to the main part of the hotel and just be like, hey, do you guys have a scissor to free my boy's clothes? Don't question it, you know, don't question it. I should be going to sleep right now. Okay, so Pom-Pom's hat is huge. Oh my God, this is insane. However, why did you package this like this? What was the reason? I feel like I'm creating a Build-A-Bear, which is an adult who has recently bought Build-A-Bears. It's pretty similar. Yeah, I really wish I brought a nail clipper. Oh my god, this is bad. I'm thinking maybe I can buy a nail clipper downstairs. I don't know. This might be something we have to figure out tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie. I saw somebody crocheting earlier. Oh my god, there's another little thing in here. There's another beefy silica gel packet, but there's also this. How cute! I have made such a mess in here, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it. This is the one. There it is. I have another one. It's either a sticker, a coaster. I'm not really sure, but they're cute and I'm keeping them. So this is what we got. We have Pop-Pop's little neck thing, and their hat, and then actually, I don't think these ones are zipped. Nope, this one is zip tied on. Yep. Everything is like normal. Wait, no, that's glued. Darn it! I don't even know what this is. What is this? What is this? Oh my god, the hat is zip tied. Oh my god, why did you do that to me? Playovers, why are you doing this to me? Okay, you know what? We can make this work. We can make this work. We can finagle it, because I don't need to dress Pop-Pop right now. I just need to get all the pieces out of this cardboard contraption so that I can bring it home in my suitcase and we'll dress Pop-Pop at home. Pop-Pop is gonna go in my suitcase naked. It's fine. Okay, I think I got the hat, which, like I said, it's zip tied together, so we're not gonna be able to put it on Pop-Pop, but it's okay. The hat's off. Pop-Pop's hat is off. It is like stuffed inside. But yeah, that's how they did it, so I can't actually get it properly on Pop-Pop, but that is how it's supposed to go. It even has little divots for the ears. I hope I'm not being too loud, because I feel like somebody just knocked on my door and we're gonna pretend they did it. It has the Star Rail font. Oh my god, that's adorable. I'm so uncentered, by the way. But okay, we got the hat free, so I can put that in the suitcase. Then we have Pop-Pop's little jacket, which is adorable. I don't want to break anything, so I'm really... It has little, like, plasticky bits, like the little plasticky things they put tags on with. So I'm trying really hard to just, like, pull it through the cardboard. Okay, got the jacket off. There's Pop-Pop's little jacket. I might try to put the jacket on with the little plasticky things on, because I think that'll still work. I have no idea what this is, by the way. I have a little... What is that? Does Pop-Pop have a cape? What is that? Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing with the little neck thing and see if that works. Okay, so far so good. Because you know when like all these little plastic things, sometimes it like rips the clothing? That's what I'm concerned about. So I'm trying to like pull it through the cardboard. Okay, we got the little neck thing off. That could definitely go on Pop-Pop. I'm gonna have to like redo everything when I get home. But now this one confuses me because I don't know what this is. That's definitely glued together, right? What is this? What do you wear, Pop-Pop? Because it doesn't look like anything. What is this? Like what, does anyone know what this is? It's like really on there too. Why was it so important to put it on there like that, Hoyoverse? This is not a convention-friendly product. Maybe if you live here, but I don't live here. I drove 3.5 hours. I didn't drive 3.5 hours. I took a train for 3.5 hours for this. Oh my gosh. I'm dressing my Pop-Pop. Don't worry about it. Pop-Pop, put on your jacket. Put on your jacket, Pop-Pop. I can't get your jacket. Oh my god. I can't get their little hands through the sleeves. My nails are not helping, by the way. My nails are making this difficult. Okay, maybe the jacket's on the wrong way? Okay, I think that might be our dilemma here. No, okay. He has a little pocket watch, and this feels like a Build-A-Bear. I'm having the time of my life right now. All right, Pop-Pop, get it together. The sleeves are so tiny, and Pop-Pop's little arms are also so tiny and like soft, so they're slipping through my fingers. Pop-Pop. I hope the air in here isn't too loud, by the way. It was super hot when I got in here, so I just blasted it and never turned it off. I can't get Pop-Pop's arms through this jacket. I'm not gonna lie. This feels like a design flaw. Get your arms in there, Pop-Pop. I don't want to force it, but like, we might have to. Pop-Pop! We must transport you clothed. You can't get on a train with no clothes on. It's cold. All right. I got his little jacket on. Hold on. There we go. It's Velcroed on, looking styling. There they are. The little jackets. This entire video is just me dressing my Pop-Pop. We did it. Gamers, we did it. 2 years. It started with me making jokes about making Pop-Pop into a marketable plushie, and now they stand on this table. Oh, their tail keeps them up. Oh, I see the division. So I think you can take off this one, this little fuzzy thing, and replace it with this one, but I am mainly just trying to condense stuff so I have less to travel with. So what we're gonna do here is rip the cardboard, quite frankly. We're just gonna rip this one little part out like a heathen, and I'm just gonna bring this one triangle, no, it's a rectangle home, as so. See? Perfect. I'll cut it out when I get home and we'll figure out what the hell this thing is. There we go. No idea what that is. The rest of the cardboard's going in the trash. I think I am gonna have to put these boxes in there so everyone get a good look at the Pop-Pop clothing box, because it's going in the trash. I would love to keep these, but it's just not practical. It is just not practical, and I've already ripped it apart. So it is what it is. It's no longer collector's. This is the pom-pom box. Everyone take a good look at it. It's also going in the trash. I apologize to people who work here, but we have done the deed. There is pom-pom. Pom-pom. 2 plushies, guys. I always try to get a plushie whenever I go to a convention, and we have succeeded double. Yippee. But yeah, I should have enough room in my suitcase if I like smush pom-pom down. Pom-pom, my child, I apologize. But you'll run free with Ruckus until I leave. So, my children, guys. Oh no, my children. There it is. That's gonna be in the thumbnail. I hope y'all are okay with immersion breaks. This table is now a mess. We never talked about Idolfest. So I don't need to keep the package. I did buy, finally, I bought a pen light for this event. I am not mad. It was $45, but I'm not mad about it because I have pen lights at home. I have one pen light at home, but I broke it. So I didn't even bring it. But now I kind of want to try and fix it because y'all, Idol concerts are so fun. I had so much fun at Wild West Idolfest. It went off without a hitch. This is according to them. It went perfect. Exactly how they wanted it to go. And you know, I would say, yeah, it did go perfectly. It was really good. I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I couldn't see very well. There was at one point where an Aventurine cosplayer went to sit in front of me because some people left and could not see over their head. But you know what? Their cosplay was good. Love you, Aventurine. I feel like I say that way too frequently here. Aventurine haunts me, even IRL. But it was still really, really good. I did kind of stop recording as much near the end just because. Oh my god, though, I forget which group did it. One of the groups covered Married to the Music by Shiny, and I was so happy. For those of you who don't know, when I was in my K-pop era, I'm a Shawol at heart, all right? I love Shiny. So that I go into these things blind. So Married to the Music starts playing and I'm like, shut up. So I couldn't have asked for more, quite frankly. I had a great time. It was really fun though. Every time I go to an idol performance, when I see people with K-pop light sticks, which are so not pen lights, but every time I go to one of these things and see people with K-pop light sticks, I get so happy because I love the overlap. Yes, let's all get into idol culture, like the good side of it, the fun side, if you will. Idol concerts are fun. If you have never gone to an idol concert at your local anime convention, do it. It's really fun. My battery's gonna die, but I had a lot of fun today. Tomorrow, we have a packed schedule. We are starting bright and early, I believe, at like 10:30, because I'm skipping the Bang Zoom auditions just because I'm so congested, it's really bad. I think what happened is I think I actually might be allergic to dogs again, because you know how they say your allergies change every 7 years? Well, 7 years ago, I suddenly was no longer allergic to cats, and I think 7 years have gone by, I think I might be allergic to dogs again. I was as a young child, and I think I'm really allergic to dogs. Like within the last couple of weeks, this has happened. So I'm suffering. So I'm not gonna do the Bang Zoom voice acting auditions tomorrow because I sound gross. However, 10 a.m. to 10:30 is the ribbon rodeo, and I always say it's not an anime convention until you have at least one ribbon on your badge. You need at least one, or it's not a proper anime convention. So I would like to do that tomorrow, but it's not the end of the world if I don't. I might do it on Sunday also. I need to get one ribbon, okay? And then I have a couple of different premieres on my schedule, as well as other little things. So I think I'm gonna stick to panels and things this time around because I can't walk the main hall. It's so crowded, I hate it. And even the food options aren't that great. Like, I appreciate that there was a singular gluten-free brownie for $3, but I did pay $11 for a large smoothie. And it wasn't like the large was like the small, it was a large or a small. The small was $9. At that point, I was like, fine, give me the large, sure, what the hell. So there's a couple of things I would like to go to tomorrow. At 10:30, High Dive is doing a premiere screening for the All Guys Mixer anime. I have no idea what I'm getting into with that one, but it sounds gay. I would like to go. Even if it's just a little bit, I'm okay with that. Ideally, more is better, but I'm okay with a little bit too. I'll take it. Then at 12, the open auditions for Bang Zoom start. I'm not doing those, like I said. At 1 p.m., Crunchyroll's doing a panel for breaking into the anime industry, and I would like to go sit in that. Just because I feel like that would be, again, a good, if I go to something like that, okay, I can call this a work trip. Awesome. You know, like that sort of thing. Even though I'm technically vlogging it, so, it counts. At 2 p.m., then there is actually a more fun panel. It's a Gravity Falls panel, which I would love to go to, because I watched Gravity Falls while it was airing as a kid. I loved it, and I love that it's getting a resurgence, so I'm just so happy, and I would love to go see, a Gravity Falls fan panel. Even if I just, sit and watch, I would love to do that. So I'm excited for that, because that was the thing. Because I watched it as a kid, I wasn't super into like all the intricacies of the lore and like the like IRL ARG type aspect. After I wasn't into all of that because I was quite young. I was like, I think I was in high school when it ended, but like elementary or middle school when it started. So obviously I didn't get into all the nitty gritty of it, but I loved it still. So I'd love to go sit and listen to a fan panel or something. Like learn from people who were definitely way more into it than I was, but still love it just as much. At 2:30 then is the Crunchyroll premiere. That was the one thing. I would only be able to sit through about half of the Gravity Falls thing, but also I might just skip it because at 2:30 is when Crunchyroll premiere round 2 is. And they're apparently going to be showing 2 episodes of Honey Lemon Soda, and then also 1 episode of I'm Falling in Love with You. So 2 lighter animes, which is great. I would love that. That goes from 2:30 to 4 though. And at 3:45, this is where it gets dicey. I don't know why they stacked all the industry stuff like this, because Crunchyroll round 2 ends at 4. At 3:45, the panel for Dark Horse manga starts. So I'm probably gonna come late to that because I get not as pressing of one, because I don't, well, like covering anime is like more in my wheelhouse. I don't cover manga as much, so it's fine. I just want to go sit and see it. The problem with that then is that also at 4, so I'm gonna go to one of these things. At 4 is the Fuwaboko thing, and I would love to go to the Fuwaboko thing. So if I can't get into the Dark Horse manga, we'll go to Fuwaboko. If I can't get into Fuwaboko, we'll do one of them, okay? Because then also at 4:30 is the Bandai Namco Filmworks industry panel. It's 4:30 to 5:30. So again, why is everything stacked like this? I don't know. I don't know why they did this. My battery's gonna die. There's a beaded bracelet thing at 4:45, which I probably will go to. 5:30, there's a Genshin Impact listed as a cosplay meetup, but it's also for fans, and I am going to be meeting some people there. So anything after that, I probably won't go to, but at 6, they're doing another High Dive premiere, which also looks like it might be kind of gay, so I want to go to that one as well. Lovingly, gay, positive, you know? 7 p.m. is a getting into game development panel, which I definitely would like to go to just to see a little bit. That's 7 to 7:45. And then there is another, looks like an isekai being premiered by High Dive at 7:30. So we definitely have a lot of overlap tomorrow. I have no idea how that's gonna work out, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll look at this a little bit more and figure it out, but my battery's gonna die, so I have to go to bed. I have meds to take. Hopefully I'm not as congested in the morning, fingers crossed. We got a big schedule tomorrow. Let's go to sleep. It's not even let's take ibuprofen together. It's let's take my pile of meds together and go to sleep with my new children. I'm going to sleep with my little children's. I'm gonna set them up on the little couch area. My children's. You know, they're gonna go in the spare bed. Yes, my children's. That's it. I'm slap happy. Good night.